Now, there was really only one concern before I actually moved to the city, and that was, I'm moving out of a major city that's multicultural. You pretty much have every race on the planet in this particular city within the same block. So I'm moving into a city that's a little bit more out there in a rural area, but still possesses the same quality, but it's a little bit out there. And one of the biggest concerns I had was the racism. Am I gonna get there? Am I gonna be one of the few colored people, black person in this particular city? Am I gonna experience racism? Because that's not something I wanted to put my family in. That's not something I wanted to put my kids in. But and when I got here, I realized the biggest misconception about rural cities, cities in the suburbs, and especially St. Thomas. I've been to several other cities, but one thing I definitely know about St. Thomas is that throughout my whole life, almost on a consistent daily basis, I would experience some form of racism, no matter which city I was in. And I'm talking about the biggest cities in North America. Once I got to St. Thomas, I've been here for at least a year and a half or so. There hasn't been one single incident where I felt not wanted. There wasn't one single incident I felt any ounce of racism, and there wasn't one single incident that I felt uncomfortable. So it's almost like the more different I was, is the more the people in the city embraced me, because they wanted to learn about my culture. And that's the first time I ever really experienced something like that, where somebody's actually, I'm in a city where people are actually interested and excited to learn about where I'm coming from, what kind of food I have, what kind of traditions and cultures I have. So when it comes to racism, it's the only city in the world I've ever been in where I never experienced that, ever. I never experienced racism.